a lot of little things that you don't have to do, but I can because we are making money. All in is 100 close.
Ray Ramos in the building. How we doing, Ray?
Doing good. Doing real good.
Ray, what are we driving today?
My new F550 2022 was, I hate to say Gator made, but it's a Gator made 2022 air ride trailer.
Okay, let's check it out. Ooh,
She's dirty.
she is a little dirty, but yeah, we got a 2022 F550. Got the sleeper put on the back there. Who put that sleeper on for you?
That was AA Sleepers in Fort Worth, Texas.
So a little different than Masters?
Yeah, Roadmaster. It's totally different.
What do you think about this one over that one?
Well, it's what you like.
What you
so
like.
On the outside, it's the Roadmaster's a lot more stylish, but the inside of this one is more convenient.
There's a lot more room, right?
There's a lot more room. It was designed to what I wanted. So it's not a walk-in, but it is a 60-inch sleeper. So it's kind of like the about the size of a Pro Star.
Like a Pro Star, yeah.
Except it's not a walk-in.
Not a walk-in, yeah. But it's kind of funny because you could kind of say you ordered this truck in October, right? Or
Yeah, it was October, yes.
We've been trying to build a second setup since October, but you know, because of everything, you know, obviously, yeah, very roomy in there. Got the TV, microwave, everything.
I got a closet right here, so I'm not now my clothes is hung like I like to have it.
There's basically a hotel room up in there. But what happened was ordered a F650 at first, but that got waited like 2 months just to be told that it was canceled, right, or something like that.
It was canceled due to production limits. That's what I was told.
So then we put in the order for the 550. Finally got the 550 after like 5 months, and then to do everything else right took another couple months.
Yeah, she's still not done. I'm lacking the headache rack because to put the strobes, I'm gonna have cameras pointing towards the back for blindside backing. I spoke to a semi guy, flatbedder, and he had the cameras, and man, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
he can do blindside with no issues. Because sometimes you get to certain spots, situations, you don't have a choice. You have to do blindside.
Yeah,
it's kind of difficult when you have a sleeper that size, you know, doing blindside.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
that definitely probably does give you a pretty big blindside, I would say. You can say.
So I'm gonna when I go back home after this hitch, they're gonna put my headache rack. Plus more lights.
More lights. I'll throw up a video of what this thing looks like at night, but there's lights all the way down. It's kind of like a mini Peterbilt the way I look at it, you know. Definitely a nice truck. Got the Utah plate on there, you know, that's how we do it.
It throws people off with it.
Yeah. They're like, this is not a Texas trailer. Got the trailer rims painted the red for the red and black theme of the whole thing. But yeah, there are running lights all across this thing. Gator made trailer, rated at 25.9, right? 25.9. We took all the Gator made stuff off of Ray did because what was the problem? I mean, Gator made kind of, you know, cuts a lot of corners with a lot of small stuff.
So this is one corner I still haven't fixed. So they put this for my spare tire.
Okay.
But this is gonna get fixed. They use just the regular the cover for wire.
Yeah.
So I replaced this. They had the cheap 5/8 chrome safety chains on there. I replaced this.
Well, is that even DOT approved though, the chains they had on there?
No.
No.
So I replaced that. Now I did some other things that I did on my own. I got my cabinet for my chains, and then if you look over here, so you can see I got hydraulic jacks.
But you say these hydraulic jacks nowhere close to the ones on the
PJ. No,
the PJ.
These are these are like for travel trailer. this is like it takes, and then it cycles. So one drops, then the next one, and then they both come up. The PJ, the I guess they call them the monster jacks. Those, I mean, it's quick. It doesn't cycle, and it lifts. And I can lift. Well, I can lift the back end of my truck with these. I already did it. I had it black on the other one.
Ah, yeah, yeah.
and,
That's funny.
yeah, and I lifted it up and changed the tires. So,
Oh,
so yeah.
interesting.
And then of course this is the where I keep the battery for that. And we make a basket for the tarp. You see my tarps are in there. And then they made a mistake. Someone in the shop where my fabricator does all my work took my other 36 and replaced it with a 24. So they're supposed to put another 36. I'm gonna pay for this anyway. So I'll have two 36s plus the 24, because you gotta carry everything you need.
Gotta have that room.
Yeah. Well, I carry in total I think 35 straps.
Yeah.
10 chains. With binders.
Do you have winches on this or on the other side, right?
Yeah, on the other side.
Other side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a debate. What side is better? The guys prefer on the passenger side, because they say you stay away from the driver's side if you have to tie it down in the side of the road.
Yeah.
But if you do it right the first time,
You don't have to redo it.
you have to be tying down in the side of the road. If you look at all my old setups, my semis, my Hotshots back in the day, everything was on the driver's side. Well, in the semi, we had them on both sides.
Did you go for all red straps?
Yeah, I started with, of course, with the normal yellow.
Yeah.
And then I got yellow, and then I have I'm sorry, red, and I have the red and blue.
Oh,
The
cool.
2-inch.
Yeah.
Now I do have these are yellow, but with the tail chains. So
They come in handy sometimes for sure.
Yeah.
Let's go look at that generator up there you got.
Yeah, so we decided to do a little experiment. So this is a 3-cylinder, and I can't open it because you have to unhook to open it. But this is a 3-cylinder Kubota generator that came off a light plant. It's 35 amps. So what they did, they split it. So 17.5 amps is going to everything else, and 17.5 amps just to the air conditioning unit. Now it does have to where I have a breaker for my compressor, because there's a lot of things I like to do myself than hiring roadside to do it for me. She works fine. She is loud. She's loud because my fabricator did not know how to run. He could have. I think he just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
He could have ran the pipe down below how I wanted it. But I already I have a friend that has a muffler shop that's real close to my house. And he said, yeah, just bring it to me whenever you're ready. And we're going to put a baffle, because it is not, and I'll turn it on right now. But it's not much louder than an APU.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a truck.
So, but I do want it down, and I want it pointing down and pointing that way, like my muffler on the truck.
For sure.
So this breaker runs this is connected. This is on all the time. So now I can just put in my air dealer check, my shocker hitch, the air pressures on all my tires, make sure they're all good. Trailer, I carry a 100-foot hose for the trailer.
It's diesel as well, right? So you only got to worry about.
And that's the reason I fell for it, because, and I say I fell for it because I was going to do something different. But when my fabricator started telling me about it, he said it's diesel. And I'm like, okay. So the other thing we're going to do, and I don't know if it's legal, and I don't give a shit if it is or not, but we made 2 tanks, thinking that we're going to have a gas generator, like the white
truck, yeah.
The F550. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie the 2 together. So that way I have 130 gallons in the 2, because this is a 25, this is 105.
But if anybody asks, they're still disconnected. YOLO.
Well, we'll do it because we can take it off and we'll do it somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, for sure.
And nobody can, unless they're really looking and,
Yeah.
so that way I can run it, because I fill up every morning. I did it right now because since I was going to stop, I normally don't stop in the middle of the day, especially loaded. But I needed to get that New York permit from you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, she's heavy. I'm not gonna lie, but if people know how I do it, so my first setup weighed 24,000 pounds, and it's registered at 47. So I'm able legally to haul 23. But remember, right? I cap it at 20.
Yeah.
So I don't do anything over 20 anyway. This one was the way it is right now. Full tanks, all three. The way it is right now weighs 25,000 pounds. Registered at 47, so I can legally do 22, but I'm still capping at 20. So, and the reason I do that, so we don't, so when they tell us it's a 20,000 pound load, then we go scale it, and it weighs 21.
Yeah.
Or 20,600, or you know, that I'm still able to take it, and the truck has the capability of doing it. And that's the reason I run 488 gears. A lot of guys, I get criticized for it, but I've been doing this for 36 years, so it's nothing new to me. So 488 gears, I can go up the mountains. Yeah, I go slow. They said that the engine's retarded. The reason it's retarded because it's you'll blow the engine. It's got so much power versus a 350. The 350, you got either 410s or 376 on a 350. So yeah, they can up the horsepower, but the horsepower really doesn't help you. What really helps you is the torque for pulling heavy, you know. So
yeah. No, she's definitely nice. Like I said, you waited long enough on her, I guess, to get it all figured out. But oh, guys.
Oh, and then I finally got the dunnage rack.
Say it again.
At the dunnage rack.
Oh, the dunnage rack over there, right? Yeah.
So those are the original boxes that came. Now my air compressor's in there for the air ride, but I had this dunnage rack, and it's a basic. You can't get any more basic than this for the dunnage rack, and it takes away from taking room from the deck. Now I do have my blankets, unfortunately, because we had this set. If you look at my other setup, I have the big toolbox back here. We had to take the toolbox out. We got these two on the side, but I got to figure out what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna put the blankets. If I get a load and have to take the whole deck, I'll just put it where I used to have them up there on top.
Yeah.
And then wrap it in plastic.
You know, looking at this setup, obviously, this is like the ultimate hotshot setup. I don't think there's not one thing we haven't covered, you know, in this setup or you haven't covered. And people might ask, you know, spending this amount of money on a setup like this, why not just get a semi truck? What do you got to say to them?
Well, okay, so for I had a previous business. I used to do oil field. I had 16 years owner operator down in South Texas. So I had semis. I had from your heavy haulers to your basic haul trucks with flatbeds and step decks and lowboys. So at that time, my biggest expense was maintenance with the semis. My money makers were the Hotshots, and I did have a medium duty. I had a few medium duties, as a matter of fact. I had 450, 550, and a 650. If you do the math on this, and I swore that I was going to tell people what I spent, because everybody says, oh, how can you spend that kind of money? Why don't you just buy a semi? Well, the reason I'm going with this because my rates, what your dispatch is doing for me, I'm not that far off. The month of June, we averaged what, 353?
Yeah, so it was like 340. I had 347 on my end, but you know, about 350 a mile.
Yeah, it was something like that. Made $34,000 in the month of June. Now the month of August is a little different because the month of August I took more time off. No, I'm sorry, the month of July. But 1 week I made 8,800, and the following week I took that time off because we had to get. Remember, I had to take the truck for
what was it? To get more.
No, to give it to Ruben.
Oh, that's right.
The other setup. And
Yeah,
I had to get this setup up and going. So I was out, what, 14 days, whatever it was, 13 days.
I mean, this is basically the maiden voyage. I mean, it's been out for a couple weeks, but really, this is the first time we're saying, hey, let's go out, send it for the first 8 weeks, whatever, you know, make as much money as possible.
So yeah, this is the main voyage for the Black F550. But the whole setup, the way you look at it, the way it is right now, and of course I did some stuff that All the lights, don't have to do that. I did the powder coating on the wheels. You don't have to do that. A lot of little things that you don't have to do, but I can because we are making money. All in is 100, close to 150. It's like 147, 148, something like that. All in. If you do the math, now I don't finance 5-6 years. The truck's financed for 4, and you know that this is financed for 3.
Yeah.
So yes, my payments are high, but when I get ready to get rid of that thing, which would be, you know, I normally get rid of the trucks between 2.5 to 3 years. I do that because I understand that the longevity of these are not compared to the semis. The semi, it has more longevity, but you're still gonna have maintenance on a semi. Plus, I hear that, why don't you buy a semi? Well, I just started my business name again, okay? Another business name. It takes 2 years. You talk to any financial company. I used to deal with CCG, which is Commercial Credit Group. They spoke to them, and they said, yeah, it's 2 years. They would actually help me out if I buy a truck, but I still have to give 20% down. Now, you know me very well. You know I don't buy used. So if I'm gonna buy a truck, I'm gonna buy new. You know. So if I'm gonna buy a truck that costs $180,000 to $200,000 at 20%, you're looking at $30,000 to $40,000 down payment. Why not just buy a setup like this?
Oh, for sure. I think the thing to add, and I tell people a lot, is like when you're getting a Hotshot with a brand new company, and I made a video not too long ago, it's like commercial finance is expensive, guys. And you know, when you have a vehicle like an F550 or a 450 or even a F350, a lot of times you can get non-commercial loans on there. You can do $2,000 down, no money down, $5,000 down on the truck, maybe.
Yeah, 5,000.
And it's like for people that don't have a ton of capital and have a newer, but can take on that debt, but doesn't have a ton of capital up front, or as a newer company, you know, Hotshot might be the way to go, and you get brand new equipment with really good warranties out the box for them that aren't too expensive.
Now,
right?
now people can question, oh, well, you know, I don't see how you can make money. Well, I've proven it because this is my second setup.
Yeah.
We still have the white one. We still have the other one.
Yeah.
You know? So how is it that I can afford to get a second setup?
No, I definitely think, and you know, from me being on the side more of like the dispatching side and looking at the rates and looking at the, you know, rate per mile, total gross and stuff, I mean, this type of setup right here, guys, for Hotshot, there's not a load on the board we couldn't take, right? I mean, we're basically maxing around the amount of weight you need for any Hotshot load out there. We have air ride. We do oversize a good amount. You know, anything that needs to get done Hotshot wise, we're there to do it, you know.
Well, as an example, so the load to get me out of the valley, down where I live, I ended up heading to Laredo because that's normally where I go. The rate wasn't that great, but that load was 8,800 pounds.
Yeah.
This load here weighs 13. I'm already booked to pick up 2 Humvees on Monday. Once I deliver this, that one's 18,000 pounds. So I can keep going. I can keep going up to 20,000 pounds. So I can either do like everybody says, because I'm a non-believer of non-CDL. But hey, to each his own. But I can do the non-CDL loads, and I can do almost semi-loads, because a lot of the rates that we get is because dispatch is getting the semi-loads.
Yeah, smaller.
It's the partial semi-loads that weigh between 18, 19, 20,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And they're getting good rates, you know, so.
And a lot to do, I didn't even show the mega ramps, but I did a little bit, but these mega ramps right here, guys, I mean, with a setup like this, we're doing a lot of smaller, heavy equipment, you know, a lot of United Rental stuff, a lot of stuff like that. So, you know, I think
this is gonna be my second set of Humvees.
Yeah, the Humvees. How do they get on the trailer?
Yeah.
The mega ramps, right? So I definitely say get mega ramps.
Now, like I was showing you earlier, so one of the biggest issues everybody has is the ramps, and you see a bunch of them with straps going across. I think that looks tacky. I would never do anything like that. GatorMate did have hooks that came on here. The problem was that the roads are so rough that it strained out those hooks. So I had my fabricator make me these heavy duty hooks, and the way you tighten them or loosen them or tighten them is that you put the cheater bar through here and you either loosen it or you just lay on it and you can tighten it tight, and these things don't move. I have not touched these since I did that grader. What was it? Almost a month ago, I guess.
For sure. No, I definitely think, you know, for a trailer like this, you're looking anywhere from $35,000 up, you know, maybe 41, 42 for different options, especially if you get air ride on it. And I think Gator made, it's a nice trailer, it's well built, but the problem was just all these little things, you know, just like this right here and the chain up front. It's just like, if we're throwing 40K at a trailer, like, it's not, it needs to be built top notch. Everything needs to be top notch.
And the only Gator on there, and I just haven't had a chance. I already bought the new designer mud flaps, but I call those my high water mud flaps. Look
how tall they are.
Look at that, man. What the hell does that do?
That's probably not even legal.
So that's only I already bought. I just didn't have a chance to put the new ones on, but like I said, I'm still not finished with it. I mean, I still got some other stuff to. Snow chains. So we are gonna put some boxes back here in the back, so that way I have the snow chains in the front and the trailer, and I'm gonna have them put over here in the back. It will take some of the weight out of the back. I'm still gonna have the same weight.
Yeah.
But it just, I'm gonna move it from the front and put it to the back. And since I mean, I hope I never use them, but I didn't use them at all last year or this year. Hopefully this winter I don't use them again, but you never know. That's why you got them. You got to have them by law in Colorado and whatever states that we go through.
For sure.
You know.
Well, awesome, Ray. I mean, I think we got a pretty good look at the setup. Thanks for stopping by. And guys, if you have any questions, Ray's usually always in the comments. What's your Instagram, Ray? Race Hotshot?
Race Hotshot.
So Race Hotshot on Instagram. You'll see a lot more pictures of this setup, the white setup as well. You can pick his brains in his DMs, you know, a very smart man. And, you know, he's definitely built the ultimate hotshot setup. So, okay, guys, let's tell Ray goodbye and keep killing it on the road.
Peace out.